This one may be a little better than the pre-press conference when I said I'll make it real quick and had to get to practice. So good thing I did, I guess. Well, they probably would have done it without me. No, what a special night. What a game, too. I mean, I give a lot of credit to Houston. That is a really good football team. And, you know, the way we came out, in particular the second half, we weren't going to be denied. The seniors kind of stepped up there right there before we took off at halftime. Kobe Bryant, Desmond Ritter, some of those guys, and just said, hey, we're going to go out here the second half and we're going to take it. And they came out the second half with a mission. And so proud of these guys. They've been through so much ups and downs, so many obstacles. People would say, there's what obstacles? You're 13-0, but the amount of obstacles that you got to go through, especially when you got some high-end guys and guys getting a lot of praise and a lot of different things, and their ability to stay together, to not let the selfishness that happens so often in the world and in our profession, to not let it affect them, and really truly care about what it is they're doing with the guys that are around them. It showed, and it's really difficult, obviously, to do this week in and week out. And they have found a way, and it's because of great leadership from some of these guys you're going to see up here tonight, from Dez and Joel DeBlanco, Kobe Bryant, so many seniors. You can't list them. But what those guys have done and what they've made of our home here is something they'll never forget, I told them.
Coach, it wasn't a brimfire speech at halftime. It was once again, I mean, you've talked a couple times this year that you let these guys kind of take control and handle it.
Yeah, I mean, there's when you got an older group, when you kind of can look in the eyes and kind of recognize where they are, because going in at half, I mean, it was a battle, and I don't know that we had done a great job defensively. We hadn't had the ball as many times offensively. They had done a great job at moving it and scoring, and but it's just the momentum, the energy. I just wasn't sure. And you go in there at halftime, and you can kind of look in those guys' eyes, and it kind of went onto the shoulders of those seniors. And I felt really good about what it is they were talking about and how they were going to come out that second half. And, you know, to be able to put the ball in Dez and those guys' hands to start the second half is a big deal for us.
Luke, it appears as if you will make the playoff tomorrow with the performance and some of the other things that happened. Can you put into context what this team has been able to do to put themselves in position to make history for a Group of 5 team?
You know, we never talk about history, and I try to block it out to say, what do you mean history? I mean, history of going to the championship game 3 years in a row is you know, what we've looked first and foremost at. Tried not to say anything beyond tonight was we had control over, other than what we can do and what we could take care of ourselves. Try to keep that focus into what we were doing, and it's not easy, and these guys have done an unbelievable job. So we're going to enjoy what it is that these guys have done tonight, and I know and believe, and I've told these guys from a while to believe in what it is that's happening, and if it's meant to be, it will be. And I don't think these guys can be denied. Just the way they've answered the bell and everything that they've done all year, it would be a shame for them to be denied.
Sorry. How important was it to score on that opening drive when you came out after halftime? Obviously got down for it on fourth down.
Well, anytime. I think the opening drive, the second half, I always try to define as that's a sign of toughness. You know, especially when you're coming out in different situations. It's 14-13. There's the momentum of the game is in nobody's favor. It's kind of back and forth. So that second half, that start of that second half is so critical, just for the momentum and the energy of what it is you're doing. And then for us to be at home, to have the crowd, I think that was a big deal for us to be able to try to kickstart the crowd. And that's a big factor.
Coach, over here on your right, just the moment like you just talked about with the crowd, fans storm the field, you get to celebrate with your players. You talk about energy, momentum in a program. To be 13-0 and get a shot at playing in the playoff and playing for a national championship. I mean, this has to be, I know you don't like to soak things in right away, but what is it like to just have that moment with this fan base and your team?
Well, I think that that was something that I haven't really experienced as much, that what went on out there on the field afterwards. And they asked us, we have our boys on them to hustle back up to the locker room so we can get up there, so we can have our own little celebration. And then we can move on. And they were playing music and things, and I kind of said, I think this might be a long one out here tonight, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Let's just hang out here, and amongst the people that have supported us and really made our home a real advantage in all that we're doing. So if they're still out there when we leave the press conference, I think we're going to go out there and hang out with them for a while. They're probably up McMillan or someplace. I'm not sure. Short Vine. I don't know.
We'll see.
You will, not me.
Now that you seem to have passed the playoff audition, or whatever it is we want to call it, what was it really like for you and your players for a couple of months nonstop, kind of not only to meet your own expectations, but the sort of weird expectations of everybody else?
That's what I mean by what I'm so proud of these guys of doing, is the obstacles and the challenges. And a lot of it has to do with what you just said, is an expectation. And then the other question of carrying the torch for, the not so to speak, blue bloods of the world. I don't like to say leagues, because our league is a really good football league. But to say we're carrying the torch, and I mean, that's a lot. And so that's why we try to say we're not making, I don't know about history. We do what we do, and we want to be us, and try to keep into that mode, and not get into what the expectations are of everybody else. And I don't just mean an expectation to win. These guys work their butts off. They know what the expectations like to win. They do this for a reason. But the expectations of trying to live up and be what somebody else wants you to be, we know that being us is good enough, and we proved that tonight.
Luke, appreciate the moment. Sorry. Luke, you guys have been about poise and staying in the moment all season long. And the last, let's say, 17 minutes of that game might have been one of your biggest challenges, with a big lead and everybody kind of sensing the excitement. I'm curious what kind of challenge it was for you and your staff to keep everybody kind of calm, knowing that it's Houston on the other side of the field.
That's the tough thing. I know that some people probably sitting up in the stands and up in the box or wherever we're feeling really good about what's going on, and unfortunately we know too much, and we've watched enough film to know what can happen when momentums and things shift. So you're really trying to balance it. You want your guys to be positive. You want your guys to enjoy it, but you know that what's it really at stake. And I guess you'd say that's one of those things that I don't enjoy a whole lot. The last 12, 13 minutes, no, until we got the last turnover, and I think there was 30 or 40 seconds left. I don't think I enjoyed anything. But I think that when you got guys that understand that, I mean, we don't have a young group. We've got some young guys, but when you can rely upon those guys to make sure that that guy in the huddle right there and this guy over here in the other huddle on defense, that they made it known that this game's far from over, and we got to continue to finish.
Des, you've set a lot of records, done a lot of things. Where does never losing a game you played at Nippert Stadium go on that list? It's got to be pretty high up there.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty high. We take great pride in obviously coming here and playing in Nippert in front of a wonderful crowd, wonderful student section. It's just a blessing, and it's just all of our hard work that we pay off. In the summer, during the heat of the summer, we run the stadium steps where it's 7 steps or 7 up and downs of the steps, and that's for 7 home games here in Nippert, including the conference game. So it's just, we do it every summer ever since I've been here to make sure that we remember where we're playing is a special place. Yeah, I would say so. That was pretty rowdy, and I'm going to miss it for sure.
Coach, that first vision that you had when you stepped into Cincinnati, to go back to that moment and to see where this program is now, just bring me through these last few years, and then to the guys, if you can speak on what Luke has meant to this program and meant to you personally.
Well, I think when you first walk in, you're really don't know, almost ignorant in the sense that you're taking over something and you think you've got this vision and, it's pretty clear. And then you go through year one and you're like, wow, that vision I'm not quite sure about. The reality kind of hits, and but you just go back to work, and to see a growth is so amazing. It really is. I mean, to see these guys and what they've done and how they've handled it, that's what you love about it. I know it's, we're going to talk about 13-0 and 27 whatever games straight in Nipper, but just to see how they've done it, to see what they've done it with, to me is what you love about it. That's why you coach. It's winning is great, but to see how it happens and to see how these guys grow and to see how they create bonds amongst each other, that's the thing that I think this game that people forget about as you celebrate and win. That those are the things. There's probably 15, 20 former guys that played for us in the last 3 years up there in that locker room celebrating every bit as part of this, even though they weren't on the field, because that's the way we do things.
Just to speak to.
Yeah. I've had my ups and downs both on the field and in life, and for me, Coach Fick, he's been a coach, he's been a friend, he's been a brother, he's been a father figure. And so, he's a person I'll always look up to, and I'll always thank him for, giving the opportunity for me to come here and for me to play under him. And, he means the world to me.
Yeah, for me, just Vic said, just inch by inch, getting better and better each year. And I think that's a testament to our guys and kind of the cultures he set. It doesn't matter, what happened or, what happened in the game, but just always finding a way to get better. And I think we found a way to do that, and we're going to continue to do that. And I think that's why we've been so good at home. And, we've had a great atmosphere to play in these past years, too.
Someone who helped build this program with you, Marcus Freeman, becomes the head coach of Notre Dame. Just curious, how happy are you for him to get that?
Oh, incredibly excited, Everybody, that's like I just said, there's 15 guys sitting up in our locker room that were played here in the last 2-3 years, and maybe even a few guys from earlier than that. Those guys are a part of what it is that we built. Guys like Marcus are a huge part of what it is we built. And when they move on, whether, you see James Hudson stand on the sideline so happy and excited and proud for what he's doing, with the Cleveland Browns, and Derek Forrester was here a couple of weeks ago, to see Doug Phillips, who's up at Youngstown State, to see Marcus now, who's taken over at Notre Dame. I know I do. I take pride in knowing that those guys were a big part of what it is that we did. And we'll take a little bit of something that these guys have taught them with them, because we're all experiences. The experiences I have with these guys is really what makes me as a coach. And so I really, obviously we're excited for them, but in general, those people are a big part of us, and we love it when they have great opportunities like that.
Joel, could you take us through your interception, kind of what you saw, what's your assignment? And then, Des, if you could, that stretch where you guys scored right before that, got the pick, scored, just how important that was in the flow of the game.
Yeah, so they're attacking the middle throughout the game, and the coaches on the sidelines were telling us we got to be really good in zone integrity. And I saw where the QB's eyes were looking, and he happened to throw it in my way. Stuck my hands up, went in my hands, stayed in my hands, and I was like, crap, I have the football right now. So I ran and protected it, and the rest is history.
Yeah, so the pregame meeting before we left the hotel, Coach Fick said, championship games are the biggest thing is about turnovers, about momentum. Those are the things that are the swing games, that's gonna change the way people play. And for Joel to get a pick in a big time, it was huge for us to be able to get the ball, just a field position, and then for us to go down and be able to score. It just obviously changed the entire momentum of the game.
Luke has always talked about growing the program. That's the mention, just continue to grow the program. How does it feel to be a part of the group that put this program on the map and made it bigger than it's ever been before?
Oh, it feels great. And I know guys all the way back to Mike Warren, Derek Forrest, guys like that, Coach Fick always talks about leaving the place better than what you found it. And I definitely say we've done that.
Jerome, you had kind of a lull as you went through the ankle injury. How does it feel to be back to 100% and be able to have the impact on a game that you had today with big touchdowns?
It feels good to be back out and helping the team in any way that I can. Yeah.
Just give him the ball.
Yeah.
No, he's done an unbelievable job. I don't, speak for him, but he's done an unbelievable job at not just battling. When guys come in here too, I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to Jerome. He walked in here, and when we were in a situation where we were winning, and sometimes when new guys come into the program, they expect things to happen for them right away. And I'm so proud of how it's worked for him, meaning when he first came in, it didn't just happen. And I really do believe, and I don't know if I've told him this, he embraced the culture of how we do things, meaning, we don't worry about the selfishness, and we take care of each other, and we try to enjoy so many other things than just what happens on the football field as a group. And he was able to do that, battle through that first year, maybe if not getting what he expected, and it's really paid off, not just for him, but for our entire team and program.
For the players, can you just describe what it was like to be on the field when the fans came on, knowing what it meant for the program and for the people you were celebrating with?
Yeah, so I can't remember where I was for the UCF game last time the fans rushed the field. But I definitely will remember this one because, it was definitely wild. And, like I said, at the end of the game, I'm like, are they going to rush the field? I don't know. I didn't know if the security guards were going to stop them. It's pretty hard to stop people to get on Nippert. But no, as much as we accredit the fans to everything that we do, it's just a blessing that they could be able to celebrate it with us.
Luke, I got an important question for tomorrow. Will you be watching the college football playoff show?
What time is it?
It's at noon.
So we have a senior appreciation banquet, brunch banquet.
12 to 2.
12 to 2. So I'll be probably about 11:45, pick up the script and look about, how many different things I can say about these guys in a short amount of time. So the answer is probably no. We will be celebrating what these guys have done over the last 4 or 5 and some 6 years. Sounds like it.
For anybody, really. This whole selection thing for this college football playoff is open to interpretation. I'm not sure if you're aware, Georgia lost, so that kind of throws a little bit of a wrench in this whole thing. Obviously, your play speaks for itself, and your record speaks for itself, but if there's any resounding statement that you would want to make to the committee as if you were speaking to them right now, what would it be? Anyone?
Are they going to call and ask me? I don't think so. So the resounding statement is what you just saw on the football field. What that team did in the third quarter, what these guys did in the third quarter, is who we are. And if that's not good enough, then hey, we're gonna take our ball and go someplace else, I guess. But I told them upstairs afterwards. They can say what they like to say. We let our play speak for us and know that they probably aren't going to play this thing back and say, well, I wonder what Joel said, or I wonder what Des said, I wonder what Coach Fickle said about why they should be in, So unless they can.
We just want to play football. That's all we care about. We don't matter who, where, when. Just put the ball down. Let us play.
Maybe Jerome has something. You got anything to add to that?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.